how to make a mini book. First, you're going to need 2 covers and 1 spine made out of chipboard. You'll need a piece of book cloth, and then you'll need 2 cover papers that are decorated, and finally a large piece of watercolor paper. You'll also need glue, scissors, and if you've got one, a bone folder to make crisp edges. Now let's get started. First, you'll need your 2 cover papers and the 2 cover boards. Take your glue and add, remember, dot, dot, not a lot. And then take your cover boards and slide them so that they are flush with the edge of the paper. Next, you're going to miter the edges. Cut by leaving just a small amount right next to the board. Otherwise, when you fold your edges over, you'll have a blank spot there. Add glue and then roll the edges over and squeeze them tight, pinching each little edge to make a nice crisp fold. You might have to work the paper with your hands just a little to keep the pages glued down. Repeat with the other cover. Remember, leave that little space, fold, pinch, and you're done. Next, we're going to add the book cloth. Spread glue across the middle and the sides and place the spine piece in the middle of the book cloth. I realize I might not have left enough glue here. Now we're going to put the covers in, leaving 1/4 of an inch between the spine and each of the edges. Next, we're going to glue and flip the edges over. After I've looked at this, I also realized I might have left a little bit extra book cloth, so I'm going to trim it. The book cloth is water resistant, so it takes a few minutes for the glue to absorb into the book cloth, and you're just going to have to manipulate it with your hands. You can also run your fingernail down the spine to create a couple of grooves. Continue to work the book cloth and the glue until it finally adheres and you can open it and close it without it peeling up. When you get it all finished, you want to squeeze the spine to make that book shape. Next, we're going to look at creating the book block. Take the long piece of watercolor paper and fold it in half. Using the bone folder, sharpen up the fold. Next, open up the paper and take the end and bring it to the center. Fold the end and crease with the bone folder. Repeat with the other side. Now you have 4 sections. Now we're going to take that section, fold it in half, and crease the edges. Next, take the 2 folds, pull those together, and crease that fold. Use the bone folder to keep the edges sharp. Continue across, folding fold to fold, creasing, and then sharpening the edge. Open it up, pull the last one in, fold it, and crease the edge. You now have 8 sections. Continue on, folding each section, edge to edge, and creasing until you finish up your long accordion piece with a total of 16 individual segments. When you've completed the folds, open up your paper and then bring it into an accordion. And now we're going to complete the book. Notice that the 2 edges are both facing outwards. These are what we're going to glue into the book. Open up your case and you're going to glue 1 piece on each end. You may need to hold the watercolor paper in place for a few seconds so that the glue sets up. Repeat with the other side. It'll take some time to train the watercolor paper to hold its accordion shape. Pull your accordion back into place and then close your book with a rubber band. Well, take a look at that. You've made a book.